Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jayo Krishna Jayo Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Jaya Prabhupada, Jayo Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jayo Jaya Gurudev. Om Manjana Kibrit Chaturupalitamaina Saite Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Balavitam Swapitamaina Bhutale Swayamrupa Kadamaya Kadabhitam Padapyam Vandeham Shri Guru Shivata Padanam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagadatam Sagaragatanam Taptam Jivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagna Lalita Shri Visakhamsa He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Takta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sudhe Devi Pranamami Hari Vancha Kalpataru Prisha Kripa Sundevacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vatsari Gautama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 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 Narayanam Namaste Naram Deva Narottam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tadodaya Mudare Nattapraya Patreshu Nityam Bhagavatasya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavatana Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for the Nityam Bhagavata Seva. Today we will be reciting on the first canto, chapter 18, sloka number 13, Parishit cursed by the Brahmana boy. This is very important sloka in the SrimadBhagavatam. It has been recited many places and also Srila Prabhupada used this sloka for his various preaching purpose. So they can follow the sloka. Tulyayamamil dava napi na swargam na punarbhavam bhagavat sangha sangasya matrayanam kim utasaha tulayama lavanapi na swargam na punarbhavam bhagavat sangha sangasya matrayam kim utasaha tulayami lavanapi na swargam na punarbhavam Bhagavat Sangha Sangasya Matrayanam Kim Tasaha. Word by word meaning Tulayami, to be balanced with, Lavena, by a moment, Api, even, Na, never, Swargam, heavenly planet, Na, not, Apuna, Apuna Bhava, liberated from matter, Bhagavat Sangha, devotee of the Lord, Sangasya, of the association, Matrayanam, those who are meant for death, Kim, what is there, Uta, to speak of, Asaya, worldly benediction. Translation and purport by His Grace Sri Srimati Vedanta Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation: the value of a human association with a devotee of the Lord cannot even be compared to the attainment of heavenly planet or liberation from matter. And what to speak of worldly benediction in the form of material prosperity, which are for those who are meant for death. The purpose: when there are some similar point, it is possible to compare one thing to other. One cannot compare the association of a pure devotee anything material. Men who are addicted to the material happiness aspire to reach the heavenly planet like the moon, Venus, and Indraloka. And those who are advanced in material philosophical speculation aspire after liberation from all material bondage. When one becomes frustrated with all kind of material advancement, one decides the opposite type of liberation, which is called Apurna, Apunar Bhavan, Apunar Bhavan, or no rebirth. But the pure devotee of the Lord do not aspire after happiness obtained in heavenly kingdom, nor do they aspire after liberation from the material bondage. In other words, for the pure devotee of the Lord, the material pleasure obtainable in heavenly planet are like a panastamagriyo, planastamagriya, and because they are already liberated from all material conception of pleasure and distress, they are fractionally liberated even in the material world. This means that the pure devotee of the Lord are engaged in the transcendental existence, namely in the loving service of the Lord, both in the material world and spiritual world. As a government servant is always the same, either in the office or at home or any other place. So a devotee has nothing to do with anything material, for he is exclusively engaged in transcendental service of the Lord. Since he has nothing to do with anything material, what pleasure can he derive from material venation like kingsman, kingship, or other overlordship, which are finished quickly with the end of the body? Devotional service is essential. It is no end, because it is spiritual. Therefore, since the asset of the pure devotee are completely different from the material asset, there is no comparison between the two. Suta Goswami was a pure devotee of the Lord, and therefore his association with the rishis in Naimisharanya is unique. In material world, the association with the gross materialist is veritably condemned. The materialistic is called Yosit Sangi, or the one who is much attached to the material entanglement, woman and other paraphernalia. Such attachment is conditioned because it is drives away the benediction of the life and prosperity. And just the opposite of Bhagavata Sangha, or one who is always in the association of Lord's name, form, quality, etc. Such association is always desirable, it is worshipable, it is praiseworthy, and one may accept it as the highest goal of life. Once again, welcome the devotees for the Nitya Bhagavata Sevaya. Today, it's very important sloka out of SrimadBhagavatam. There are a few slokas we have to memorize it. So one of such sloka is today's one. So the essence of it is we'll be discussing is Tula Lavena. So Lavena means what? And also Bhagavad Sangha, Sange Sangasya. So how we can compare our benefit with the material benefits. So these are the topic we'll be covering. So it is very important verse in SrimadBhagavatam, as also quoted in many places in SrimadBhagavatam, as well as Prabhupada also used in this purpose. It helps us to understand the value of the association of the pure devotee, even for a very, very, very short time. Lavena. Lavena means it is a measurement of time, and it is a fraction of 1/11. So for such a fraction of second, you can't say fraction, it is 1/11th of the second of association is such a valuable. Even the moment of one associated with a pure devotee or a sadhu, very, very valuable. You will get immense benefit for a moment of association with a pure devotee. You cannot compare this benefit with performing so many different fruitivity activities to elevate oneself to the heavenly planet, or some kind of fruitivity activities, impersonal liberation. None of these not worth, while the person who is going to die, subject to the death, in this material world, none of these benefit them. Usually people anchor for the post, they become king, or they want to be in a heavenly planet. But since that once they die, they will have to come back to this earthly planet. So this is not at all work. So for that, anchoring for that is it's a wasting of time. So those who are non-devotee who attempt so-called spiritual activity, they non-devotee generally they speak about the spiritual activity. For them, the definition for spiritual activity is categorized into three. In this purport, it is given two part of it is. One is that all those kind of pious activities which are help the one to go to the heavenly planet. Whatever the pious activity they go on charity work, building hospitals and old age home and charity of midday meals, some kind of ashramas. So this is all they do for the to go to the heavenly planet. And second category, those who get liberated from material activity, that is impersonal liberation. It is the impersonal liberation is merging with the Brahman. So these are the two categories. Now people think that that is what they are doing is a spiritual, but it is not that. This cannot be compared with the association of a pure devotee because the result either of this are material benefit. The result of association with the pure devotee is a transcendental pleasure. So transcendental pleasure is which that is what the association of devotees we get. One category of people who is in this world of they always meditate and enjoy, but actually you can't enjoy in this world because dukkhalayam, it's already given dukkhalayam asasvatam. In this world, it's always misery and always troublesome, and it's not, nothing is permanent. So in such a situation, getting pleasure is not possible at all. The real pleasure or happiness in this not there. So they tried opposite that they try to avoid by taking birth and death. How? By merging the Supreme Lord called the merging of Brahma Jyoti. So what they try to do is how to avoid birth and death, just merging with the Lord. So one more word here in the proper use is Phantasma Gloria. So phantasmagoria means it is some kind of imaginary pleasure. So too much of promises, it is very nice. People generally they talk. You go to such and such Kashmir, they will glorify. It is such a paradise, full of greenery, full of apple forest and rose and so many things they glorify. But you cannot able to imagine the beauty of it. Okay, unless you visit and experience it. Such a thing is there. So it's a mundane kind of pleasure. Okay, it will get any other material situation. Some type of it's a momentary pleasure, even if it's a flickering one. So how I understood is when my family went to Kashmir, when that is a season when it was a snow, so all the plants are shedded the leaves and it's only barren stem was standing. So they didn't see any beauty on the place. So it's a flickering and momentary thing. So similarly, the heavenly planet also, it is not a very permanent kind of enjoyment you will be getting it. So that we have devotee as a devotee we have to understand that this secret of many people do not know is pure devotee activities are appears like a normal mundane activity person, okay, but actually the complete spiritual. It is completely spiritual and loving service to Krishna even in the while living in this material world. So that is the pure devotee's activity. It cannot be outside people. They think that it looks like a normal, but actually they are doing highest association with the Lord by serving the Lord. Why will a pure devotee aspire to become a king or the lord of heavenly planet when already they finished their liberation? Because those things are going to die when the body dies. Okay, so the position of mundane things are it's a temporary. Even Bhagavad Gita it is say that mundane pleasure is it has got a start and it ends. But a spiritual pleasure is the one which doesn't have a start and doesn't have an end. It's always happiness. So, and this happiness continues without any break. They are always joyful. People who are in spiritual platform, they are always joyful. So here the Naimisharya, the Sutta Goswami is a pure devotee of the Lord, and the sages are glorifying, saying that the momentary association, Lavamaya, Lavenapi. So momentary association with a pure devotee is the highest one, which they get so much of pleasure compared to that what they're doing that yajna and sacrifices. It's only a smoke. So they were glorifying that the association of the pure devotee is very important. The different kind of sacrifices, different kind of, and the sages who are present in Naimisharanya are highly qualified brahmanas. They know that different kind of fruited activities, different kind of sacrifices, different kind of they study the spiritual Vedic literatures. So they study so much of things. So none of them is useful in their eternal life. They are all useful ones. So useless things. So they understood that whatever the knowledge they obtain is useless. An example is in Bhagavatam, that 10th canto, when a Brahmana wife, they understood that when Krishna and Balaram came to ask for prasadam, bhoga, that time they ran and gave they personally went and feed the Krishna Balaram. And when they returned it, these brahmanas who are initially refused to give bhoga to the Krishna, they understood that from their wife that this whatever the knowledge the Vedas they study is useless when they don't know how to understand that all sacrifices are meant for the pleasure of Krishna. It's all for him it is all sacrifices are, he is the owner of all the sacrifices. So this same thing, these Naimisharya sages also saying the same thing, that whatever the knowledge they have, okay, it is whatever the activity, but that is useless when compared to the association of the pure devotees. When Sutta Goswami is not going to narrate what Sutta Goswami says, that he is not narrating the how to maintain this body or how to get liberated, how to do some material activity. He is not talking about anything of material. He is talking about the Lord and his pastime leelas. So that is what is the pure devotees, what they are delivering it. The materialistics are always behind the materialistic pleasure, looking for that sense object, sense gratification. Here, woman means the purpose is the woman. It means that some of the sense objects are there of opposite sex. It can be of for men it will be woman, and for woman it is a man. Okay, connecting with sex is a pleasure of the extension of the sexual is the pleasure of eating, sleeping, and enjoying different sense objects. So one become entangled means one who is repetitive birth and death. So entanglement, repetitive birth and death, people are stuck with it. Because one body, one cannot get all kind of enjoyment. He has to take many births to get the pleasure of different kind of sense gratification. The opposite of yogis sangha is Bhagavad Sangha, Yoshit Sangha. So material pleasure is a Yoshit Sangha, and Bhagavad Sangha is the devotee who always serve the Lord with lovingly. So it seems that some of the association of Lavamata Sangha, even in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is mentioned that uh, Sadhu Sangha, uh, Sadhu Sangha, wait, Lavamata Sadhu Sangha. So in that it is clearly it says that fraction of second association with the devotee, it gives immense pleasure on that. So some of the pastimes, if you see it, we get much more clarity on this association. Once it has happened that Lord Krishna will ask you, Narada Muni to go and see in the Buloka one small worm is insect, worm, pregnant worm is there, to go and see and come. So Narada goes and sees that thing, that small worm, motherly worm, she delivers a baby, and within fraction of second, no, that baby worm will die. Then he comes and tells, oh my goodness, by seeing what a bad, not me, by seeing me, that worm is died. Again, Krishna will say that Narada Muni, go see, there's a pregnant cow is there, so and so village, so have a, just see and come. Again, Narada Muni goes and he is about to approach the motherly cow, that she was delivering a calf, a baby calf, very beautiful, cute, but within a fraction of a second, that baby calf will die. Then Narada Muni feels little more depressed. Now he goes and meets the Krishna. Krishna said, don't lose your heart. Now go to the kingdom where that queen is pregnant, and just go see and come back. So now third time he goes to the palace, and the queen was about to deliver, and when she delivers, a princess was born, baby, and he dies. So immediately Narada Muni says, very much upset. Oh my goodness, what a bad luck. Moment I go, by seeing my face, people are dying. So I'm not a worthy person to live in this world. He goes back to Krishna. Then Krishna says, no. Here you see that there is a person, princess is standing here. You can ask what happened. So the princess started speaking to Narada Muni. He said that all the worm, the baby worm, the calf, and the prince of king, all are, I am only, because of your Lavamata Sadhu Sangha, because of your association from insect body, I directly promoted to the calf, and from calf, again you gave darshan, again I become princess of that kingdom, and then by again with your mercy I came to the Vaikunta. So I'm very thankful to you. So this Sadhu Sangha is of Lamamata Sadhu Sangha. It elevated the soul from one body to other body within short span. They are able to get liberated, and that's how they got. So he understood that. So association of pure devotees is very important in life. Another pastime is that once Amrish Maharaj, his elder brother, is entangled with mundane activity. He was not doing any spiritual thing. He was going on associating with the woman, associating with the liquors. So he was just wasting his time by drinking and sleeping and associating with the lady. So Amrish Maharaj was very much upset. He said that if I ask Narada Muni, he can give some nice words so that he will get transformation. So Narada Muni also said, okay, I'll go and preach him. So because he is preaching in three worlds, so he's agreed to go and meet Amrish Maharaj brother. So when he entered there, he was going on talking the Narayana, Narayana. By hearing the sound, Amrish Maharaj brother came out and he started beating, trying to beat Nardamuni. So Nardamuni, to escape from his problem, he, to save his life, he ran away from the palace. Then he went back to the Amrish Maharaj and told that, sorry, I couldn't be able to preach your brother. He is not in a mood to listen. He said, that, okay, okay, but one last attempt you try, please, because only with your mercy only he can get liberated. There is nobody else in this world can save his soul. Then Narada Muni, because of Amrish Maharaj pleading that request, so he agreed, okay, let me go on the last attempt. Now this attempt, what we, Narada Muni is going palace, he entered, he is going to the inner chamber. He is not even entering to the inner chamber, just standing on the doorstep, he says, Narayana, Narayana. Again, Amrish Maharaj brother, he started shouting, just now I am about to kill you, you escaped. How come, how dare you are? Again you came inside my thing and disturbing my happiness. Then he said that, okay, okay, sorry, I didn't want to disturb your happiness, but I just want to come with a small message. Anyhow, I know that because of your sinful activity, sinful thing, you will go to Naraka. Yeah, Yamaraj will punish you. So, all you have to do is when you meet Yamaraj, please ask him that Lavamata Sadhu Sangha, what is the benefit? This one question you ask it, then he told that much only, he ran away. Narada Muni ran away from the Amrish Maharaj brother palace. So after some years, Amrish Maharaj brother passed away. He died and he has been taken by the Yamadudas to the Yamaraj. Then when Chitragupta was reading all the points of how much sin he did it, there are so many volumes of books he has written. So there is no good quality. So he said that he has to be, for all his activity, he has to be punished fully in the Narakloka. Then suddenly that Amrish Maharaj brother recollects that point, that Narada Muni, once he came and he asked to ask for a question, then he approached the Yamaraj and said that I need a small permission, I have one question, could you just answer that? Yamaraj was very happy because he is Dharmaraja, so he said, okay, whatever your last desire, let me try to fulfill. He said that Lavamade Sadhu Sangha, momentary association with a pure devotee, what is the benefit? Then Dharmaraja was thinking what to answer. He didn't get the answer. He said, okay, come with me. We will go to Shivaloka and ask Shiva, because he is studying more. He will be knowing better answer to this question. Then both Amrish Maharaj brother as well as Yamaraja both went to Shivaloka, and Shiva was very happy to receive Yamaraj. He said, my brother, very happy to see what's the help I can do. He said that, yes, I have a small question. It has to be clarified. He said, what's the question? Then he said that Lavamata Sadhu Sangha, what is the benefit? Then he said that immediately Amrish Maharaj brother asked the same question. Then Shiva said that, okay, sorry, I don't have that much of knowledge. For me, my father is the best. So Brahma, he is having 4 heads. He will be knowing, he has studied all the Vedas. He can be the right person to answer your question. So here, Amrish Maharaj brother, Yamaraj, and Shiva, all the three went to Brahmaloka, and Brahma, seeing these people, he is very happy and warmly welcomed them and asked them to sit and approach him. Then that is the time he asked, yes, we came for a clarification. Lavamada Sadhu Sangha, what is the benefit? So then Brahma also was scratching his head. Though he has studied so many Vedas, he couldn't get that right answer. So immediately he said that, okay, for everything, cause of all the causes is Vishnu, let us go and meet him. He will have the right answer to the question. So now Amrish Maharaj brother and Yamaraj, Shiva and Brahma, all the four people went to Vaikunta, and after Vaikunta, Vishnu was sleeping and Lakshmi was serving him. By seeing these people, Vishnu got up and he was asking, very happy to receive all you people. What is the reason you came? Any problem in the Buloka? Any disturbance? Should I come and help you? He said, no, everything is working fine. There's absolutely no issue at all. Only thing is, Amrish Maharaj brother has some small query. So we didn't get the answer. We approached you so that we'll get a right answer to that. Then he said, okay, what is the question? Then Amrish Maharaj brother asked Vishnu that Lavamada Sadhu Sangha, what is the benefit of it? Then Vishnu said that yes, it's the highest benefit you got it. See, yes, all his life he didn't do any pious work, but because of the Narada Muni Lavamada Sadhu Sangha, he has been escorted by Yamaduta, Shiva and Brahma and brought him to the Vaikunta. That means he don't have to be fall into the birth and death cycle. Whoever comes to Vaikunta, it is always they will not return back to the middle world for a repeated birth and death. So this is the benefit of Lavamata Sangha. So this clarity Vishnu gave to all the people and everybody was very happy. So Tulaya means association of Bhagavan on one side. It is a Tula means it is a measuring of weighing of vegetable and all we buy. So one side if you keep the sadhu who was associated with the Lord, and other side if you keep the Surga, all the happiness of the Surga and Brahma Jyoti pleasure, it cannot be comparable. That Lavamata Sadhu Sangha, the weightage is very high. The conclusion of this sloka is simply get association of a pure devotee, that what Srila Prabhupada is doing. The Prabhupada is given it in the recordings and singing of kirtans and explanation, devotional things, SB class, SrimadBhagavatam classes, records are available, literature available. By hearing and reading all these things, the association of pure devotee we get, and it is eternal life. We can guarantee that we will go back to Godhead. Hare Krishna. Kantaraj SrimadBhagavatam ki jai.